Okay. So let's get serious. John, you weren't kidding about there being like some powerful energy. It's like kind of overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I am Ra. You have requested our transmission, and we have accepted the invitation to connect. We are fully aware that you have many questions, and we are willing to answer as many as the time allows. Please start with your first question.
How different are the octaves against the one that we currently live in?
They are as different as night and day, and they are different beyond what you can imagine. They have different feeling, different ways of creation, different laws and rules of how things work that are extremely different from the density of which you are currently residing and learn teaching in. Please ask another question.
When and where did the people in what we call Team Weird meet before this lifetime?
This is not completely available to you because of the law of confusion, but perhaps there is something we can let you glean. It is in an ancient time compared to your current time space. There have been more than one occasion when this group has been working together. One is in ancient time, and one is in what you currently refer to as prehistory. What is your next question?
On which frequency or frequencies are we perceiving these messages from you and from other dimensions or sources in the universe?
They come from different frequencies. There has been talk amongst this group and others that there is specific frequencies that are attracted to each other, and this is how the communication takes place from various densities and places and times. The intricacies of these frequencies are more than your culture understands at this present time. There have been some cases of understanding, but not completely. You may ask another question.
So I was watching a near-death experience video yesterday, and someone was talking about a soul living in different dimensions at the same time, living different lives at the same time. Is that true? And how are they connected to us? When we make choices in this life, how are they connected to other lives?
There is always an oversoul in a much higher dimension, and beyond that there is another part of this, what you say as soul, the same energy, the part of the mind and spirit through the different levels. There is the opportunity to exist in multiple time, space, at what would be perceived as the same time. It is the choice of a higher level soul to choose if they would like to be in multiple lives to further their growth and hasten their learning to hopefully ascend quicker through the sub-levels of the densities. But with any life, there is always the option, the result of things occurring that is against the original plan of that soul that creates polarity in the opposite directions. We hope that that answer is helpful. We can take one last question as this channel is floating further away.
Who is in charge of creating new universes, and are the densities any different from ours in each of them? Or do all entities exist to experience the same catalysts within their own law of confusion?
This is a wonderful question. There are various ways of creating catalysts for growth, and in other places they very much differ than what happens in your sub-logos. The answer to the first part of your question is that there are various incarnations of the original splitting of the source, and these original splittings, these logos, are the creators of various sub-logos in different places, different times, different faces. But the ultimate goal is to break down into the smallest, the first density, and then work your way up through the rest of the densities all the way back to the source. This is the law of one. We must break the connection now. We appreciate your requesting that we come through. We leave with love and light.
Thank you, Ra.
Thank you. Jenny, are you okay?
I don't know yet.
They seemed pretty concerned for you at the end.
Yeah.
They're trying to go as fast as possible so that I could come back. It was
Yeah, I could see them speed up real quick. Well, thank you so much for doing that. I know it takes a lot of energy.
Now I wish I had tea.
I can come over.
Now, I had to put,
need tea because it's too hot. Go ahead, John.
when I was first feeling that really strong sense, and then my computer started by itself, I got I am Ra, and I put him on hold. I said, can you wait until Jenny is ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a feeling Ra was gonna come through, right before it even started. John, when you said yesterday, we had to be here, I'm like, yep, I think it was
Yep.
gonna be a Ra night.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. I had literally one single question that I was like really wanted to ask. I was like, I wanted to clarify, like, what does it mean to become one with the creator if we, after the seventh density, just move to the next octave? How does that even, like, what does it even mean to become one with the creator if you continue going on in the next octave to again become one with the creator? Like,
I think from what I gather, it's like then it starts all over again.
Oh, lovely.
right?
Yeah, I don't want to keep doing that.
No, who does? But apparently that's how it works.
That's like going from junior high to high school. You're top of the chain.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
then you're bottom.
Yeah, and then you gotta start all over again. Yeah.
But you see, in the NDE that I was watching yesterday, the guy was talking about like a different level of love that you can discover, and I really wanted to ask, like, how different can that love be from what you experience when you already go back home, right? Like, if you come to the next octave and go through different experiences again, it's gotta have to be a different kind of love, like more powerful. Like, I don't even know how much more powerful it can be, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's for another day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, just from my experience so far, it's like feeling the love from the different types of energies that we've come in contact with. Like the most recent one that I was thinking of is when that one entity came through and let me feel the energy of Earth and like the love that Earth has for everything that is of Earth was very different than, I would say, like other kinds of loves that I've experienced.
That was the slime entity.
That one was, I think that was actually, it was a daytime stream.
Oh.
And it was for Angel. And it was like the rock people.
Oh, okay. Because the slime entity said something very similar. That the Earth is a living being.
Yeah, so maybe it was them then.
I do remember watching them, and they were just basically saying, from what I remember, that we should love just everything that's on our planet and beyond our planet, like
Yeah.
it's sentient and living. And
Maybe it was. But yeah, both of those readings kind of had similar messages to them.